All right, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. It's your good friend Pozzible here, and I'm back in action with another look at another movie to review. Now, this one, I have to admit, is one of the more forgotten movies, and thank God it is, because it's a god-awful movie. But we do know that we watched the original part of it. You see, in a world where people complain about sequels and prequels and reboots and remakes and all sorts of returning to the same old material, we forget about the one beautiful version that people forget about, and that's even worse than all the things I've mentioned, and that is the ripoff. The stealing the idea of a certain movie and trying to make it your own. That was what is happening. With Star Wars Force Awakens coming out and being so popular, let's go back and let's remember Starcrash. Now, Starcrash, you can't imagine it being that bad. It has David Hasselhoff in it, for goodness sakes. But Starcrash is really, really bad. I mean, to give you an idea, you have two people who are trying to escape the police, but they wind up being caught because the police were able to track their space friction. What is space friction anyway? I never even heard of that thing. And as you can tell, yeah, the guy's got the little laser sword going on there. But you can imagine Star Wars and then put it in the hands of somebody who has no concept of movie making, and thus you have Starcrash. It basically follows some smugglers, thieves. I'm not really sure what they were. All I know is that as she was escaping from her prison, she blew up and killed everyone inside, only to be rescued by the police, who said that they had to rescue her anyway because she has to go rescue the Emperor's son. So in this case, the Emperor is the good guy, and there's some bad guys. They got to fight. And do you remember the epic space battles of Star Wars? If you can imagine them sucking big time, then you have Starcrash with you. The black guy, he's actually a good guy. He's a robot. He's supposed to be like, the cop version of C-3PO and R2-D2 and stuff like that. He has a Texas accent, and he was not too bad, but he could not save this movie at all. Nor could the skimpy outfits. Nor could the fact that they have some revelations about the guy holding the laser sword. And it was just really, really bad. From the beginning to the end, to the acting, to the lines, to the line deliveries. This movie did not miss one opportunity to screw up at all. And so that is why I want to tell you about it, because Starcrash, believe it or not, if you're a big fan of Star Wars and bad cheesy movies, you might want to give this a chance, but believe me, it's a pass. Starcrash has no redeeming qualities whatsoever, so you really want to avoid this one if you can. Alright guys, that's it for me for today. We'll see you at the theaters.